What's up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This is your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, bro. Before we get going on our video, smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Share the video. Turn on your notifications and go follow me on Twitter at KO Boxing 86 TV is the Twitter handle. But let's get into our video. So today we bringing y'all 3 fight predictions in one video, right? I said look at me when I'm talking to you, but I can't look at y'all, bro. I'm driving. You know, I got a lot going on today, but I told some of my subscribers in the live chat yesterday that I was gonna get this video out to y'all before these fights happen. So here you go, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm driving on the way to pick my daughter up from a college orientation. So, you know, it is what it is, man. We can still talk boxing. Not gonna be able to do the whole tail of the tape, ages, sizes, stances, all of that stuff like we usually do, but I am gonna be able to break down these fights for you. So we got 2 fights from the ShoBox card tonight that we're gonna do, and then I added an extra fight that somebody asked me about. I was able to get all this studying done this morning, so these picks will be official, my official predictions for this week, and it will count against, or for, if I'm right, you know what I'm saying, they'll count against the prediction record, whether we get them right or get them wrong. Let's start with the ShoBox card first. So I'm gonna do the co-main event, and I'm gonna do the main event. We got George Arias going against Alante Green. They're gonna be fighting at heavyweight. It's gonna be an 8-round fight. And look, man, this is gonna be a good fight, bro. We got some heavyweights stepping up to the plate on this ShoBox card, man. We'll talk about the other fight in a minute. George Arias, man, is a short, stocky heavyweight. Definitely very short for the weight class. He's listed, I believe he was listed at 6 feet tall. I wouldn't be shocked if he's really closer to like 5'10", 5'11". Just a really, really small, diminutive heavyweight fighter, but very stocky, very strong. And he uses what he has, right? So being that low to the ground, you know what he's trying to do. He's trying to pressure you, trying to get up under you. And he has the tools to do it so far in his career. Very good head movement, very athletic. When someone's that stocky, you kind of worry about them gassing out. But George Arias don't really gas out. He keep going the whole time. I seen him in the 10-rounder. Pace was good the whole time. Even hurt the guy a couple of times. So, you know, he's a good fighter, man. A good prospect, definitely worthy of being on the ShoBox card. His thing is a straight right hand and a wide, looping, lunging left hook. His flaws is sometimes that he has to jump in, but that's because he's fighting at heavyweight and guys are so much taller than him, so he's looking for a way to close that gap, to make up that space. You know what I'm saying? And so he'll lunge in with that wide-ass left hook sometimes, and he don't really have a lot of power. He's a very physically strong fighter, can push you back, but not a whole lot of power. Alante Green, listen, he's a really good fighter in his own right. He too is not the biggest heavyweight. Usually fights at cruiserweight. His walk around weight somewhere between 215 to 220, and he's not very tall. He's not like one of these 6'5", 6'7", long, wiry, 215, 220 pound guys whose power is on the end of their punch. Being a cruiserweight, usually I do wonder, you know, if he gonna have enough pop to keep somebody as big and as strong as George Arias. Is he gonna have that pop to keep him up off of him? So this fight, I really see it where can Alante Green, can he deal with the pressure and the physical presence and the prowess of George Arias and do enough to keep him off of him, have enough boxing skills, catch him enough coming in, pivoting enough, have it being in the type of shape to provide that lateral movement, that ring generalship, to where he's fighting good off the back foot, but then he spins around and he doesn't get caught on the ropes. Can he do that through the course of this 8-round heavyweight fight? My vote and my pick is no. I think George Arias is pressure, and Arias, Alante Green was supposed to fight someone else. Arias is stepping in as a replacement opponent. So for Arias, he's somebody I believe you have to game plan for, need a full camp for at that level. Again, we're talking about 2 prospects, right? So somebody that's coming in as a last minute replacement that's gonna press you, they got good head movement, that's, you know, a style that's not really pertinent in the heavyweight ranks, just because it ain't a lot of dudes fighting the heavyweight that's just gonna be 5'10", bro. With that type of athleticism, those type of feet, always trying to dip up under you, bringing shots from low where you can't see them punching up at you. So, you know, definitely a difficult fighter to prepare for. So I got Arias. I got Arias in this fight, unanimous decision. I think his pressure, I think his presence, I think him pushing Green back is gonna have a lot to do with it. And you know, as a prospect, you usually fighting at cruiserweight. If you Green, you're gonna have to show me that at heavyweight you can deal with somebody like Arias. So until he does that, you know, much kudos to him if he's able to do that. We got Arias all day in this one, unanimous decision. The main event on this one, man, we got James Mulowayi, or forget his first name. I don't have my notebook in me. His last name is Mulowayi, and I think it's James. Let me make sure real quick. It's not James. It's Jack. It's Jack Mulowayi. Jack Mulowayi going against Bakhmadir Jalolov, man, in a heavyweight 8-round fight. This one right here is very interesting, man. It's a very interesting fight for Mulowayi. Look, man, he got some pretty good boxing skills. He likes to stay on his jab. He got wide stance with stiff legs, though. That always worries me. That always worries me. He has issues bending his knees. He's about 6'4", I believe, 6'5". These guys, him and Jalolov are both 6'5". You know, tall, long fighters. But for Mulowayi, his stance, I don't like it because he ends up getting caught trying to get out of stuff. He's open for a right hand because of the way he carries his. He's just open for a right hand and a left hand because of the way that he carries his guard. Everything's out in front of him. Like both his hands are out in front of him because he's trying to use his range to keep you up off of him. And that's never a good thing, because just sticking your arm out there, you got to fight it with good footwork that's explosive. They can just punch right through there. They can just still close that distance. You're not going to deter nobody by just putting your hand out there. You got to actually pump that jab and throw that jab. But he's a pretty good prospect. He does have, I believe, 2 losses on his record, and it's because he can be outboxed because his defense and his movement, his reflexes aren't the best. For Jalolov, listen, man, he's one of the up-and-coming heavyweight prospects, bro. I don't know what's going on out of Uzbekistan, right? Because that's where he fight out of. He fight out of Uzbekistan. Bro, they got some talent, bro. They amateur program is really one of the best in the world right now, bar none, bro. Like you gotta get them their flowers. Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, those two, like, I don't know what it is about the Kastans and shit, but they producing some major talent on the world level, and this young man Jalolov is no different. Number one, he's a 2-time Olympian, right? He's a 2016 Olympian, and then he just won the 2020 Olympic gold medal this year, or last year, I should say. So high amateur pedigree from Jalolov, southpaw fighter, really sharp left hand, really sharp left hand, and powerful. He done knocked out everybody he been in the ring with, I believe. Very powerful with that left hand. That left hand is dangerous, and everything that he does, his jab, the feints that he give you, the different foot feints, and feinting with the jab down low, feinting with the jab on top. Everything that he do is to get that big ass left hand off, and that left hand can come straight, it can come looping. He'll throw it down to the body. If you a short ass fighter and you lean in over your front foot, he throwing that motherfucking uppercut, bro. He look nice, bro. He look nice. This one right here, I got it by stoppage, bro. I got it by stoppage for Jalolov. I just don't think, number one, Mulowayi, he ain't got the experience against southpaws. And I don't think at heavyweight, if you a prospect, borderline journeyman, because he already got 2 losses, let's keep it a buck. If you a prospect, borderline journeyman, and you ain't got no experience against southpaw fighters, a highly decorated amateur like Jalolov, someone who's stopping everything that he's fought so far at heavyweight, that ain't the southpaw that you want to get your experience against. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you don't just go no experience against southpaws to Jalolov. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that. So I got him winning this fight. I got him by stoppage in this fight. It's supposed to be an 8-round heavyweight fight. It's just going to be a matter of how many left hands can Mulowayi take from him. So I'm going to pick a stoppage about round 4. Maybe a little bit sooner, but I'm going to say about round 4. Jalolov, if he's the prospect that his handlers, that those on the inside of boxing think that he is, if that amateur pedigree is going to really translate to the professional ranks, then he got to do what it do, bro. He got to get rid of Mulowayi, to be real. And that's the main event on the ShoBox card tonight. So we offer ShoBox. Those are 2 picks for ShoBox. We got Arias by unanimous decision, and then we got Jalolov getting a stoppage on Mulowayi. Now, I wanted to add one fight. It's the DAZN card tonight. We got Jorge Castenada versus Eduardo Rocky Hernandez Perez, right? This one right here, bro, maybe. I don't want to guarantee it, but I think it just might probably be the most entertaining fight of the night, simply off the strength of it's gonna be a war because of these guys' fighting style. So for Castenada, he can box. I think he's the better, more skilled boxer with his hand speed, with his boxing ability, his jab, the combination that he puts together. But he has pretty good power. But the issue for him is his feet, right? He don't have the quickest feet. He's very flat-footed. So as a result, when you just got pretty good power and you flat-footed, guys that want to make it a war with you are able to make it a war with you. And then on top of that, Castenada out of Laredo, Texas, he a dog. When you try to go to war with him, shit, he gonna shoot back. He going to war too. So all the boxing skills, I ain't saying they go out the window, but he's susceptible to fall into someone else's fight. You understand what I'm saying? So skill for skill, he might be more talented than Rocky Hernandez Perez out of Mexico. This young man, you know, 31 victories, 28 knockouts, buzzsaw. I think his one loss might have been to Roger Gutierrez. Again, y'all can see I'm driving. I ain't got everything in front of me, so we just off the dome based on our film study this morning, trying to get y'all the content I told y'all I was gonna get y'all last night. But for Perez, bro, the power is real, and he's non-stop action, coming forward, good body work, break you down. Excuse me, so sorry about that, y'all. Break you down, and really just war of attrition. Like, if you ain't tough, if you ain't got no beard on you, you know what I'm saying, he gonna catch you with some shit. Does he have one punch pop? Yeah, he do. He done slept some people. You know what I'm saying? You got one punch power when you got 28 knockouts and 31 fights. Like, that's unequivocally a fact. Like, you can't deny that. But he's more so, dudes just get wore out. And it ain't just that last body shot that gets you. It's because you done took 30, 40 body shots throughout the fight and they ain't got your ass. So, in this fight, you got to ask yourself, will Castenada be able to stick to his boxing, or will it turn into a war? And then if it does turn into a war, who do you think has the better firepower? Because I believe both of these fighters have enough defensive flaws where they going to hit each other. They going to go to work, and they going to hit each other consistently, bro. Like, not just land one shot. Like, how, like, yeah, George, like, because I know people will be like, well, it's boxing. Knockout, everybody get hit in the boxing match. Facts. But George Kambosos didn't hit Devin Haney consistently. When I say things like both of these fighters gonna hit each other, I'm talking about on a consistent basis. Both fighters will have success throughout this fight. And so I think about where the fight is gonna be fought. I gotta go with Eduardo Rocky Hernandez Perez in this fight off the strength of, I think it's gonna be a war. I think he got more firepower in the war. He's a harder puncher. I think he's the better body puncher. He's the more relentless of the two. Like, he's always trying to have a war. Castenada will bite down when guys force him to bite down, and he will show, I ain't afraid to go to war. There's a difference there. It's one thing to be willing to go to war and show that, nah, I sit down and we can bang it out, versus being the one that's always looking for it. That's a different type of mindset. That's more of a relentless, you know, full pursuit, full pressure mindset. So since I think this is going to be a war, I'm going with the fighter that I believe has more firepower and that brings more to the table in a fight like that, and that's Eduardo Perez. I see him breaking Castenada down. I believe this is a 10-round fight, if I'm not mistaken. I see him getting the body work done. I see the fight being highly competitive, and then I think his relentlessness, I think his pressure, I think his body punching, I think that's all going to pay dividends, and he's going to take over later in the fight. I think about round 6, round 7, he's going to take the fight over, and it's going to be how tough Castenada is. Can he last the distance? Will he get stopped late? I'm going to pick him to get stopped late. Round 8, round 9 stoppage for your victor and the winner, Eduardo Rocky Hernandez. But there you have it, man. That's our picks for today. I know the angle's off on this because we're shooting this one in the car while we're driving, but I got to go. I got to throw the GPS on because I'm getting close to the destination. But I appreciate y'all watching this video, man. Hopefully we got the predictions done that you guys wanted to get done. And please, in the future, bro, I know a lot of y'all do it. Shoot me emails, man. Shoot me emails. Let me know what topics y'all want to talk about. Let me know what videos y'all want me to shoot, and things of that nature, man, because we want to make the type of content that you guys want to listen to. But I appreciate everybody watching the video. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out of here. Peace out, y'all.